Seniors, do this before bed or your muscles will keep disappearing. Every single night, millions of people over 60 are losing muscle without even realizing it. Not during workouts, not during the day, but silently while you sleep. It's called overnight muscle loss. And after 60, your body enters a hidden breakdown mode that steals strength from your legs, back, and core. But here's the part most doctors won't tell you. A simple bedtime food, eaten 30 minutes before you sleep, can flip that process and help you wake up stronger. Today we reveal the 8 most powerful nighttime foods to reverse muscle loss after 60.
Food number 8, cottage cheese, the silent defender of overnight muscle. Most people assume muscle loss only happens in the gym or from not moving enough during the day. But here's the truth no one's talking about. Your body starts breaking down its own muscle while you sleep. Picture this. You've brushed your teeth, turned out the lights, and finally settled in. But inside your body, it's as if a silent scavenger starts stealing protein straight from your muscles to keep your system going. And the older you are, the faster this happens. This process is called overnight catabolism, and it's especially brutal after age 60, when your body becomes less efficient at absorbing protein. That's where cottage cheese comes in, the muscle's quiet nighttime bodyguard. What makes cottage cheese special is its high concentration of casein protein, a slow-releasing fuel source that delivers amino acids for 6 to 8 hours straight. Unlike whey protein, which hits fast and fades, casein is like a drip-feed IV for your muscles. It keeps them nourished through the long fast your body experiences while you sleep. In a study published by the British Journal of Nutrition, adults over 60 who consumed casein-rich foods before bed experienced a 31% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis. That means their bodies weren't just maintaining muscle, they were rebuilding it while sleeping. No workouts, no pills, just timing and the right fuel.
Here's how to get it right. Start with half a cup of plain, low-fat cottage cheese, eaten about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Want to improve taste without ruining sleep? Add a few slices of banana for potassium to relax muscles, a dash of cinnamon for blood sugar control, or a teaspoon of chia seeds for fiber and omega-3s. Avoid adding sugar, syrups, or fruit blends. They can spike your insulin and disrupt your natural growth hormone cycle during deep sleep. Bonus benefit: cottage cheese contains tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes natural sleep onset by boosting melatonin. So it doesn't just protect your body, it helps your brain wind down too. This one small habit, so simple it almost feels silly, has helped thousands of older adults wake up with less soreness, more energy, and greater strength over time. So if you've been waking up weaker or feeling that slow fade in strength and stability, this tiny, creamy scoop could be the quiet fix your muscles have been begging for. Let's keep going, because food number 7 is another classic most seniors overlook, but it delivers a powerful punch of muscle-saving magic in just a few bites.
Food number 7, hard-boiled eggs. Compact, complete, and surprisingly powerful. You don't need big meals. You just need the right molecules. They might not look impressive sitting in a plastic container, but these little ovals pack a serious punch, especially after age 60. Let's start with what makes them so powerful. Hard-boiled eggs are one of the few whole foods on Earth that contain all 9 essential amino acids, the exact building blocks your muscles need to stop breaking down and start rebuilding. And they don't just contain protein, they deliver it in perfect form with an unusually high dose of leucine, the amino acid that acts like a biological ignition switch for muscle repair. Now here's the problem most seniors don't know about. Even if you eat plenty of protein during the day, your body over 60 has trouble using it efficiently, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. That's why many older adults eat well, but still wake up weaker. Here's where eggs shine. They're not just convenient, they're strategically designed by nature to counteract that resistance. Think of them like precision fuel pellets. Small, fast digesting, gentle on the stomach, and loaded with everything your muscles need with nothing they don't. A study in Nutrients followed older adults who added 1 to 2 whole eggs before bed over a 12-week period. The results? 19% higher muscle preservation, elevated levels of IGF-1, a growth hormone essential for muscle regeneration, less morning stiffness, and faster recovery recovery after physical activity, even light walking. And this isn't just academic.
Take someone like Ruth, 68, retired nurse, walks daily, eats reasonably well, but she kept waking up stiff, weak. She'd tried stretching, drinking more water, even adding collagen powder. Nothing stuck. Until she added 2 boiled eggs before bed. Within 3 weeks, she was sleeping deeper and waking up with noticeably less soreness and more control in her legs. You see, eggs don't just support your muscle fibers. They support the entire recovery loop. Leucine to trigger protein synthesis. Choline to protect your nervous system and brain. Vitamin D and B12 to support tissue repair. And healthy fats to improve hormone regulation overnight. And they're easy. Just boil, peel, and eat. No cooking, no mess, no big appetite required. If chewing feels like a chore at night, this snack delivers real strength with minimal effort. Want to supercharge the effect? Sprinkle a bit of turmeric for anti-inflammatory support. Add a pinch of black pepper. It boosts curcumin absorption. Or pair with half an avocado to extend digestion and stabilize blood sugar while you sleep.
And let's be clear, this isn't just food. This is overnight reinforcement. Your muscles don't grow at the gym. They grow while you sleep, but only if they're given the right fuel. Eggs offer that fuel in its most absorbable, biologically efficient form. So the next time you're about to go to bed with an empty stomach, ask yourself, am I giving my body a chance to stay strong while I sleep? Or am I handing my muscles over to catabolism one night at a time? With eggs, the answer is simple. You're giving your body the ammo it needs to fight back. And up next, we're heading into surprising territory because the next food may come from the sea, but it delivers more overnight muscle preservation than most land-based meals.
Food number 6, tuna in olive oil, the fat-fueled nighttime repair combo. It's not flashy, it's not fancy, but it might be the strongest muscle-saving duo you're not using. Let's face it, tuna doesn't scream bedtime snack. It smells a little fishy, comes in a can, and most people associate it with sandwiches, not overnight muscle recovery. But here's the truth. Tuna in olive oil might be one of the most biochemically efficient ways to fuel your muscles overnight, especially after 60. Let's break this down. Tuna is one of the leanest, most concentrated sources of complete protein available, and it's particularly rich in leucine, the key amino acid responsible for switching your body from breakdown mode to rebuild mode. But when you pair tuna with extra virgin olive oil, something even more powerful happens. The healthy fats slow digestion, they keep amino acids in your bloodstream longer, and they allow your muscles to be fed gradually throughout the night. It's like a time-release formula built from real food. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed a protein-rich, omega-3 enhanced meal before bed had 34% higher overnight muscle protein synthesis, less inflammation and soreness in the morning, and improved markers of vitamin D absorption and joint health. Even more interesting, they also reported deeper sleep, likely due to the combination of sustained energy and reduced inflammatory stress. Take George, a 72-year-old gardener who swore off protein powders because of stomach issues.
For years, he'd wake up stiff with aching knees and a back that made mornings miserable. Now, he eats half a can of tuna and olive oil before bed with a few cucumber slices and says it's like giving his joints a gentle oil change every night. And it makes sense. Tuna is packed with leucine and complete protein for muscle repair, omega-3 fatty acids to reduce inflammation, vitamin D and selenium to support hormonal balance, and healthy fat to keep digestion slow and blood sugar stable. Here's how to do it right. Choose tuna packed in olive oil, not water. That oil is key. Eat half a can 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Add some cucumber slices or whole grain crackers for texture. Squeeze on a bit of lemon juice or sprinkle sea salt for taste. Avoid mayo, heavy sauces, or overly processed crackers. They add inflammation, not value. This isn't about taste. It's about results. If you're losing strength in your legs, waking up stiff, or watching your independence fade slowly, tuna and olive oil could be the simple intervention that slows the decline. Don't let the can fool you. This combo doesn't just fill your stomach, it fuels your future mobility. It's clean, it's efficient, it's backed by science. And most importantly, it works, especially when your muscles are most vulnerable while you sleep. Up next, we move from sea to spoon and uncover a creamy snack that strengthens your gut and your quads at the same time.
Food number 5, Greek yogurt, the gut strength connection you can taste. It's not just a snack, it's a biological repair kit in a bowl. Greek yogurt has quietly become one of the most complete functional foods available to people over 60. And if you're not using it before bed, you might be missing missing one of the easiest ways to rebuild muscle while you sleep. Let's start with the basics. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is triple strain, which means more protein, less sugar, thicker, more satisfying texture. But it's what's inside that makes it so special for aging muscles. Greek yogurt is packed with casein protein, the same slow-releasing amino acid blend found in cottage cheese. It feeds your muscles gradually over 6 to 8 hours, protecting them during the overnight fast that naturally happens while you sleep. But it also delivers something else most muscle foods completely ignore: probiotics, the healthy bacteria your gut needs to properly absorb nutrients, regulate inflammation, and even influence muscle metabolism. You see, the connection between gut health and muscle strength is deeper than most people realize. A compromised gut can lead to poor protein absorption, weakened immune defense, and even accelerated muscle wasting. A 2021 clinical study published in Frontiers in Nutrition tested high-protein, probiotic-rich snacks like Greek yogurt in older adults. After just 6 weeks, participants showed a 26% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, improved mitochondrial activity in muscle cells, more energy, less morning fatigue and soreness, and better digestion and nutrient uptake. And yes, they were simply eating yogurt.
Let's talk about Lillian, 69, living independently, dealing with persistent digestive issues and muscle weakness in the mornings. She swapped her sugary evening tea for a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a few blueberries and chia seeds. Within 10 days, her sleep improved. Within 30 days, she reported less bloating and firmer legs during her morning walks. It wasn't magic. It was targeted, functional nutrition. Here's how to use it right. Eat about half a cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt 30 to 45 minutes before bed. If you need flavor, try a few slices of fresh berries. It adds antioxidants. A dash of cinnamon, it balances blood sugar. Or a teaspoon of chia seeds. It adds fiber and omega-3s. Avoid flavored brands though. They often contain added sugars that can spike insulin and disrupt overnight growth hormone release. And here's an added bonus. Greek yogurt contains calcium, which not only strengthens bones, it also helps regulate muscle contractions and nerve signals, reducing nighttime cramps and twitching. So what looks like a simple creamy treat is really a three-pronged weapon: protein for your muscles, probiotics for your gut, and calcium for your nerves. That's not just bedtime fuel. That's restorative power, delivered in a bowl. Up next, we're not spooning. We're sipping, because the next food is a golden, time-tested bedtime drink that soothes your body, fights inflammation, and turns your entire nervous system down to low.
Food number 4, warm milk with turmeric, the golden elixir for joint and muscle recovery. This isn't just a bedtime drink. It's a quiet act of self-repair. There's something ancient, even sacred, about ending the day with a warm cup in your hands. It signals peace, safety, sleep. But if you're over 60, that warm drink could become something far more powerful than comfort. It could become your nighttime medicine for strength, flexibility, and relief. Let's talk about warm milk with turmeric, a time-honored blend that delivers real biological change while you sleep. The science behind the sip. Most people know milk contains protein, but what many don't realize is that milk is one of nature's most efficient slow-drip recovery fuels, thanks to a protein called casein. Casein digests slowly, over 6 to 8 hours, feeding your muscles gradually throughout the night. It's like a time-release capsule for muscle repair. Instead of letting your body enter a full fasted state and start breaking down its own tissue for fuel, catabolism, casein keeps the repair process going all night long. But milk gives more than just protein. Tryptophan, an amino acid that helps you fall asleep faster. Vitamin D, which supports muscle and immune strength. Calcium, which reduces nighttime cramps by regulating muscle contractions and nerve signals. In short, a warm cup of milk isn't just calming, it's chemically priming you for deep muscle-building sleep. Enter turmeric, the golden weapon. Now add turmeric. This vibrant yellow spice has been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine.
Modern science now confirms what traditional healers always knew. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory compounds we know of. And for older adults, inflammation is the hidden enemy behind joint stiffness, muscle tenderness, poor sleep, slowed recovery, and even accelerated muscle loss. A 2022 double-blind clinical trial published in Nutritional Neuroscience studied older adults who consumed a protein-rich drink with added curcumin before bed. The results were staggering. 32% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, reduced markers of inflammation, less morning joint stiffness and soreness, and a significantly higher rate of deep restorative sleep. Why? Because curcumin doesn't just ease pain. It actively down-regulates the inflammatory signals that cause that pain and muscle breakdown in the first place. But curcumin has a catch. It's hard to absorb on its own. That's why we add a pinch of black pepper, which boosts curcumin absorption by over 2,000%. Without it, the benefits barely activate. Margaret's story, the bedtime ritual that gave me my mornings back. Margaret is 71, former teacher, widowed. She loves tending her garden and taking long walks. But last year, morning stiffness was stealing her independence. She couldn't bend over to tie her shoes without pain shooting through her knees. She tried turmeric pills, collagen powders, anti-inflammatory teas. Nothing lasted, until her granddaughter suggested something simple. Just try warm milk with turmeric and pepper. It tastes weird, but just try it. Margaret did. 1 cup each night for 14 days. By week 3, she said her knees felt less angry. By week 5, she was bending and stretching like she had shaved off 10 years. And the best part? She slept through the night without tossing for the first time in months.
How to make the golden elixir. Making it is easy. Making it a habit is where the magic happens. Here's how to do it right. Warm 1 cup of milk, any kind, organic dairy, unsweetened almond, oat, or soy, but make sure it's protein and calcium fortified. Stir in 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, add a pinch of black pepper, optional, a dash of cinnamon, a drop of honey, or a few shavings of fresh ginger. Sip it 30 to 45 minutes before bed, slowly and mindfully. The warmth soothes your nervous system. The turmeric reduces your internal inflammation alarm. The milk fuels overnight muscle repair, and the tryptophan helps you drift off naturally. This 1 cup delivers protein to rebuild, curcumin to reduce damage, tryptophan to help you sleep, calcium and vitamin D to stabilize joints and nerves. So when you drink this golden mix, you're not just relaxing, you're rebuilding. You're fighting inflammation. You're giving your muscles and joints the exact tools they need to repair while you rest. And unlike over-the-counter remedies, this one tastes like comfort and heals like strategy. Coming up next, we'll trade the cup for a spoon and reveal a creamy, nutty food that protects muscle, reduces stress hormones, and keeps your body calm and fed until morning.
Food number 3, almond butter. The creamy fat that helps you sleep and rebuild. This isn't just a spread, it's your nighttime muscle shield in a spoon. Let's talk about something that looks simple, but works hard behind the scenes. If you're over 60, chances are your metabolism has slowed, your sleep isn't what it used to be, and your muscle strength feels like it's fading, sometimes without warning. But the answer isn't always more protein. Sometimes what you really need is the right kind of fat. That's where almond butter comes in. This creamy, satisfying spread is more than a health food trend. It's a slow-burning, muscle-protecting powerhouse that helps regulate hormones, calm your nervous system, and keep your body in repair mode while you sleep. Let's break it down. Why almond butter works overnight. Almond butter is rich in healthy fats, which slow digestion and keep your blood sugar steady. Plant-based protein to support lean muscle repair. Magnesium, a critical mineral that helps relax muscles and promote deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects muscle cells from oxidative stress. But here's the real kicker. In a 2020 study published in Nutrients, older adults who added a serving of almond-based fat before bed had 17% higher nitrogen retention overnight, a direct marker of reduced muscle breakdown, lower nighttime cortisol levels,
meaning less stress-related catabolism, and improved sleep architecture, more time in deep, restorative stages of sleep. Cortisol is a stress hormone,
And when it spikes at night, from blood sugar crashes, anxiety, or inflammation, your body shifts into defense mode, breaking down muscle instead of building it. Almond butter helps prevent that. It's like giving your system a calm, steady stream of fuel that says, you're safe, you're full, you can rest now. Meet Henry, the night waker. Henry is 74. Former contractor, never had sleep problems until about 68. He started waking up at 3 a.m. almost every night, not hungry, just tense. His doctor said stress. He tried meditation, chamomile tea, melatonin, still woke up, still tired. Then someone suggested 1 tablespoon of almond butter 30 minutes before bed. It felt too simple, but by week 2, he was sleeping through the night again. By week 4, he wasn't just rested. He noticed less soreness in his shoulders and more stability in his legs during walks. It wasn't a miracle. It was smart, strategic fuel.
How to use it right. Here's what to do. Take 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter. Eat it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. You can enjoy it straight from the spoon, on a slice of whole grain toast, or with apple slices, banana, or oat crackers. Make sure it's unsweetened, natural almond butter. No added sugars or hydrogenated oils. Avoid flavored versions or reduced fat varieties. Those usually add fillers that disrupt the benefits. And if you want extra support, pair it with a few pumpkin seeds for zinc and tryptophan, or a dash of cinnamon to help with blood sugar control. This isn't a cheat snack. It's a calculated dose of calm, strength, and cellular stability. It doesn't just help you sleep, it helps you wake up stronger. If you've been tossing and turning or waking up tired even after 8 hours, your body may not be in rest mode. It may be fighting stress hormones and losing muscle quietly every night. Almond butter gives it something different. It gives it the peace and energy to rebuild. And coming up next, we shift from creamy to juicy, because the next food isn't just good for your muscles, it helps reduce soreness, fight inflammation, and improve sleep quality in a way no other drink can.
Food number 2, tart cherry juice. The sleep and soreness solution in 1 glass. It looks like juice, tastes like fruit, but works like natural recovery fuel for tired muscles and joints. Most people think of cherry juice as a sweet drink served at brunch or something kids might sip on a hot day. But tart cherry juice, not the sweet kind, has emerged as one of the most scientifically supported tools for seniors who want to sleep better, move better, and feel younger every single morning. Let's start with what it does, and then we'll explain how it works. What it targets: reduces muscle soreness and joint stiffness, improves sleep quality and melatonin production, lowers inflammation and oxidative stress, boosts recovery after movement or exercise, supports natural growth hormone release overnight. In other words, it doesn't just help you feel better, it helps your body function better, quietly, efficiently, and naturally. Why it works: the cherry effect. Tart cherries, specifically Montmorency tart cherries, are packed with anthocyanins, deep red plant compounds that have powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. They also contain melatonin, the natural sleep hormone your brain produces at night, but often produces less of after age 60. That drop in melatonin is one reason older adults sleep lighter, shorter, and wake up more often. A 2019 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition followed adults over 50 who drank tart cherry juice before bed. After just 2 weeks, they experienced 33% less morning muscle soreness, 15% improvement in sleep quality, higher circulating levels of melatonin and antioxidants, and a noticeable improvement in next-day energy levels. The science is clear. This juice doesn't just help you fall asleep, it helps your body enter deeper, more effective recovery mode.
Walter's story. The sleepless cyclist. Walter, 67, bikes every weekend. But for years, he'd wake up stiff, sore, and frustrated, even after easy rides. He didn't want medications, just something natural. He started sipping 4 ounces of tart cherry juice before bed. By the end of week 1, he wasn't just sleeping better, he was waking up without the knee stiffness that used to cling to him until lunchtime. 2 weeks in, he stopped dreading stairs. How to use it effectively. Drink 4 to 6 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Look for unsweetened, pure tart cherry juice, not sweet cherry, and definitely not cherry blends. they won't deliver the effect. If the taste is too strong, dilute it with a bit of water or lemon juice for a milder flavor. Drink it cold or at room temperature. Both work, but avoid heating it as that may reduce antioxidant activity. Warning: don't confuse this with maraschino cherry syrup or regular red juice drinks. Those are loaded with added sugars and zero muscle benefits. And if you're on blood thinners or have kidney issues, check with your doctor first. Tart cherries are safe for most, but potent enough to matter. So if you've been struggling to fall asleep, waking up sore, or dragging yourself through the first half of your day, this crimson-colored glass could be the upgrade your muscles and your brain have been waiting for. It's gentle, natural, non-habit forming, and powerful enough to improve both sleep and recovery with just a few sips.
Up next, it's time to reveal the #1 most effective food for muscle preservation after 60. The one that rebuilds muscle even without exercise, boosts hormone levels, and has more clinical data than any food on this list. So if you've been struggling to fall asleep, waking up sore, or dragging yourself through the first half of your day, this crimson-colored glass could be the upgrade your muscles and your brain have been waiting for. It's gentle, natural, non-habit forming, and powerful enough to improve both sleep and recovery with just a few steps. Type cherry in the comments if you've ever woken up sore and tired, even after a full night's sleep. You're not alone, and you don't have to stay stuck in that cycle. Food #1, whey protein shake, the muscle multiplier that works while you sleep. This isn't a bodybuilding gimmick. It's your secret weapon against age-related muscle loss, in a glass. If there's one food backed by decades of science, used in hospitals, athletic recovery, and clinical settings alike, it's whey protein. And while most people think protein shakes are just for young gym goers or bodybuilders, the truth is, for adults over 60, a whey protein shake before bed could be the single most effective way to fight muscle loss and accelerate overnight recovery, even if you're not exercising at all. Let's break it down. The problem: anabolic resistance after 60. As we age, our bodies become resistant to smaller doses of protein. That means a normal dinner or a protein-rich meal might not trigger the muscle-building response it once did. This condition is called anabolic resistance, and it's one of the main reasons seniors lose muscle even with a decent diet. But whey protein overrides that resistance. It's rapidly absorbed, it contains all 9 essential amino acids, and it's incredibly rich in leucine, the amino acid that flips the switch on muscle growth. Think of leucine as a key in an ignition. If you don't have enough of it, the engine doesn't start. Whey protein turns that engine on even while you're sleeping.
The science that changes everything. In a 2021 clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults over 65 consumed a 40-gram whey protein shake before bed. The results? 22% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis, lower levels of muscle breakdown markers, improved balance, walking speed, and leg strength, even without a new workout routine, and a measurable rise in IGF-1, the natural growth hormone essential for tissue repair. And when paired with light strength or resistance training, the benefits skyrocket. This isn't theory. This is real, measurable cellular repair happening while you sleep. Alice's turnaround, from shrinking to strong. Alice, 70, had noticed her legs feeling weaker every year. Getting off the couch was harder. She felt lightheaded more often. She wasn't inactive. She walked daily, but she wasn't gaining ground, just slowly fading. Her son, a fitness coach, gave her a scoop of whey isolate protein and said, "Drink this 45 minutes before bed. Do it for 30 days. She did. After week 1, she slept better. By week 3, she felt more solid on her feet during stairs and daily chores. By week 5, her balance had noticeably improved. Her legs felt stronger. She hadn't changed her diet, just 1 shake per night."
How to make it work for you. Use whey isolate or hydrolyzed whey. These are easier to digest for older adults and those with lactose sensitivity. Mix 1 scoop, 20 to 30 grams protein with water or unsweetened almond milk.
Optional, blend with half a banana, a teaspoon of almond butter, or cinnamon for taste, but keep it light. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Avoid mass gainer shakes or protein powders loaded with sugar, artificial flavors, or added creamers. Don't drink it right before lying down. Give your body time to begin digestion. Whey protein doesn't just stop muscle loss, it builds new muscle. It supports growth hormone release, restores strength, and helps you wake up ready, not resty. So if you've been wondering why strength is slipping despite eating well, this is your missing piece. A simple shake, a small commitment, a massive reward. This isn't just about protein. It's about reclaiming independence, stability, and the energy to live fully at any age. And now that you've seen all 8, what if tonight you tried just one? Not all 8, not a full meal plan, just one small choice that feeds your body while you sleep. Because you're not too old to rebuild. You're not too far gone to get strong again. You're just one good habit away from waking up stronger tomorrow.
Which of these foods are you trying tonight? Type the number below or type WHEY if you are committing to rebuilding strength while you sleep. But here's the twist most people don't realize. What you eat before bed isn't just about muscle. It can even influence your brain, memory, and fall risk. And that's a whole other story. You've just seen 8 powerful foods, not gimmicks, not trends, but real, scientifically proven ways to preserve and rebuild muscle after 60. Foods that don't require workouts, just consistency, and a little bit of timing. But here's what no one tells you. Muscle isn't the only thing being affected while you sleep. What you eat before bed can influence your balance the next morning, your reaction time, even your memory and fall risk. Because the connection between nutrition, sleep, and strength doesn't stop at your biceps. It runs all the way to your brain. So if you think this ends with your muscles, you're only half right. Now it's your turn. Which of these 8 foods are you most excited to try? Type the number in the comments or just type STRONG if you're ready to take back control of your strength starting tonight. And remember, you're not too old, you're not too late. You're just one smart bedtime habit away from waking up stronger tomorrow.